And so tell us about how you're selling them at the moment.
By being very tenacious.
And having a background in sales, as you said
having
before.
a background in sales.
Helps.
And again, it's just I believe in my product, and if you've got that passion and enthusiasm, I think you can sell anything if you really believe in it.
Yeah.
I think you've got to have a sales sort of background to you, but if you believe in the product and people see what I see, they can all relate to the problem areas that they're and the ad hoc methods that they're using, but there's no product out there on the market. So basically you can hammer a nail into a wall using a chunk of wood, but you wouldn't if there was a hammer available, and it was providing a tool that was fit for its purpose.
So are you able to talk about the big deal that you've done recently that's quite exciting? I'm just wondering whether you're not.
No,
I just suddenly twigged that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So an operator who everybody will know the name of,
Yeah.
you've done a deal with them.
Yeah.
Massive distribution and massive credibility.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do that sort of negotiation and get to that point? How long did you have to have that persistence?
From start to finish was about 16-17 months.
16-17 months of negotiating.
No, you have to go through different gates. You have to go through different processes.
Okay.
We had to do the Six Sigma, and then we had to get the review on health and safety and the product analysis.
Right.
And then it went to procurement, and then it went to tender, and then it went to it was just horrendous. It's been really, really stressful. And because I was a single source supply company as well, they've never used a single source supply company, obviously I had that battle to overcome as well.
So that in their minds they didn't know whether you were credible or not.
Exactly.
So it sounds like they made you jump through the hoops,
Yeah.
but the deal is worth it in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to ask, before you did the deal, you mentioned that you've basically been making a living for yourself and it's been sort of funding you.
Yeah.
For the last couple of years?
Yeah.
So was it from almost as soon as you had them packaged and ready to sell? And,
as soon as they were available I sold them. My first order I'd actually verbally received, and I knew the companies wanted to go forward, so it was just a case of waiting for them to be packaged and put together, and then obviously instantly they received, and I...
And are they receiving sort of like boxes of them, or is this just one or two here and there?
Oh, no,
so you've gone
boxes.
basically for going for boxes.
At a time.
Okay,
Yes,
thousands at a time.
No, the first order was for thousands.
Right.
I mean, they're boxed in boxes of 50 at a time.
That's so brilliant. And how much did you ever think that you'd end up inventing something like Magnole for,
to be honest,
for not even DIY?
You take it for granted. I think when I first invented the product, I was adamant that I would see my product in the shops, and I thought I'd be so excited, and you literally get to that and you're emotionless. It's the next challenge you've got. I want the big contract.
You mean it never ends?
It just never ends. It's a roller coaster. Once you're on it, you can't stop, but you learn so much. I mean, over the last 2 years, I couldn't go to university and learn what I've learned. Because
Absolutely.
it's self-experience.
Absolutely.
You only learn by your own mistakes and your own routes. You don't actually hear what people are saying to you until you do it yourself. And then you have to go with, I always go with my gut feeling, what feels right at the time.
Okay, that's a really good tip. I just want to ask you about going forward. You said no matter what you achieve, you're on to the next, the next thing. So are you able to say anything about what is your next goal, or where are you going ultimately with this?
The UK, what I've done is I've split it into sectors. There's 6 different sectors that I can sell into six different industries or markets.
Yeah.
I've probably covered off 5 of them, but dabbled in them. So I've still got a lot of work to do in the UK. I'll probably be finished by the end of this year doing it in the UK. And then what I need to do is, where I've learnt my lessons, just take that as a mould and from learning from experiences, and literally, rather than me travelling to countries which is going to eat into my profits, basically what I want to do is sell the concept of the idea to a massive distributor in each country, the biggest distributor in each country, so they can see what routes I've cut off and what industries you can go into, and let them do it and just take a royalty.
Absolutely. So in a way it's like the UK has been used as your proving ground, and then you do the licensing and the expansion, rather than having to fund it yourself and let it eat into your profits, as you say, you hand it over to distributors who know those particular markets.
Yes.
That's a really good strategy for anybody to follow. You're an inspiration. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.